Alright, y'all, what's up, y'all? Okay, so quick little introduction. So I'm the host of Shaking the Culture podcast and Shaking the Culture Music Festival. So I appreciate you guys so much for coming out. We're actually recording this live with Miss TeaCup.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for having me, Diana.
Thank you. Look, I feel like I had to have you just because March 1st, we're kicking off the month, the Women's History Month, and I feel like you are a legend in the making as a female, you know?
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. When I say teacup, literally everybody's like, oh, I know who that is. Spill the tea, you know? So I feel like what better way than people might be like, oh, she does media too, and she does media and kind of put us against each other. But it's like, nah,
right.
Not at all.
I love that.
At all. So go ahead and give us a quick little bio about yourself.
Okay, so I'm TeaCup, so I'm from the East Side. Okay, hey girl, hey sis. Okay. So my platform is Spill Tea TV. I started off doing media and events, and then it grew into just community development. I had foreseen that people are going to want to grow their audience. They're going to grow their communities. They're going to want to grow their community both in a physical and a digital sense. So just by me doing things for artists, doing things for brands, I made it a brand. So yeah, I just really like to support creatives and support my communities and really support folks from Atlanta and the East Side. Mm-hmm. But I show love to all creatives.
Dope. So what made you want to be like, all right, let me try doing media? Did you go to school for media or become a journalist or anything?
So I did, but didn't. I went to school originally for psychology. What made me want to do media, being from the East Side, it's a whole bunch of talented folks. We funny. We athletic. We can dress, you know what I'm saying? We got swag, you know, sis. So, I just felt like, you know, anytime you watch the news, I guess it was like when social media had first got popular. I was like, okay, well, on the news, you always see bad things, people getting robbed, like black people killing, or, you know, you just see the worst. So I'm just like, well, my people or my friends, we're dope. We do a lot of dope things. I started doing interviews, and I started doing, Okay, so I started just doing interviews. I started doing events and interviewing people at the events, like doing the random wild question thing and all of that. And I just started interviewing a lot of creatives. So that's pretty much how I got into doing media.
Cool. So when were you like, oh shit, I could actually quit my 9-to-5 job and actually start doing this shit?
Wow. So probably 2 years ago, 2021, when I finally got enough, because I've been doing this since like 2014, doing what I've been doing. So I've had so many relationships. I built a lot of trust with people, because I've actually helped a lot of people. It's people who visited at my events, probably had like a little table, now they got whole storefronts. Or it's like artists, like they were just performing at the shows and now they're getting sync placements, now they're on tour, now they're like everyone's favorites, things like that. So when I started to gain like trust in people and I started having people like actually want to become like my clients, that was like 2 years ago. So I'm like, well, okay. Did the thing where like, I didn't just quit my job up like that. I had a plan, of course, like pay bills down, you know, things like that. And yeah, I'm just blessed enough to be able to have the clientele and be able to have like the support to be an entrepreneur. So
yeah. What's the hardest thing about being an entrepreneur as a female?
As a female? I just feel like, well, it's a lot. I feel like it's more easier now because women, we are in the forefront now. Like really since COVID, they were saying like a lot of women-owned businesses have been skyrocketing. Like there's so many women entrepreneurs, but I guess like the hardest thing being a woman entrepreneur is, of course, guys always trying to smash or always not trying to take you serious because you're cute and you know stuff like that. Or if I'm on a consultation with someone on a call, or if I'm meeting someone, it's like, oh, okay, you know, we'll be talking, then they'll be like, hey, Well, let's follow each other on Instagram. Then we follow each other on Instagram, and the conversation switches up. Like, oh, well, yeah, well, let's have lunch so I can really get to know you and see if you're a good fit, or see if if we want to work with you. Like, oh, now you want to have lunch after you seen my Instagram, but it wasn't that when we first got on the call. Okay, so.
Same. So, as a female, have you ever tried rapping? I feel like everybody that like has been in this industry has thought about rapping, doing some type of music industry, and I feel like you have with that reaction. You're like, oh, let me get in the studio.
What's crazy is I tried to be a rapper in high school, but see, at that time it wasn't cool to be a rapper. It wasn't cool to be a female rapper. Like, everybody thought it was corny, and I actually did it in a corny way. So I did it for a school project, but I was Tay Breezy back then because I used to love Chris Brown. And yeah, I did have a whole thing going on with rapping. That's crazy. Oh my God.
Is she ever gonna come back from retirement?
I don't know. I mean, I'm a Gemini, so you never know. I got a whole bunch of personality, so we just never know.
Dope. So let's say, what would you tell your younger self?
What would I tell my younger self? What would I tell your younger self? Girl, just love yourself and just be patient with the journey and just be confident and know yourself. Like, you gotta trust yourself, trust your own judgment. Don't let people tell you how to feel. Don't let people that, it's good to take advice, but how you say it? It's good to take advice, but listen to the message, I guess, and not the messenger, and you take things with a grain of salt. That's what I would tell my younger self, so.
Dope. So any questions before we wrap it up? Anybody? No? Thank you.
What's your favorite thing about what you do?
My favorite thing about what I do for real is seeing other people successful and then being like, oh my God, like, your platform really helped, or your word or what you're teaching or what you're doing is really solid. Like, just really anything affirming that I'm really able to help people. Because in music, it just be a lot of scam, it just be a lot of craziness, a lot of clout, a lot of things that's just unnecessary, or people not sticking to their words. So I love when people come back to me and tell me that they see real results, or they're being impacted, or got an opportunity or something like that. So.
All right, one more question, anybody?
Go ahead. Okay. All right.
Two more questions then.
When it comes to marketing, so I know I be having like marketers in my DMs, but I don't know if they like real or sketchy. So how can you look out for that? Like, when they're in your DMs, like, hey, we want to help you promote your business.
Okay. So anybody that's in your DMs, I would say if people reach out to you first with the feed, when they're reaching out to you first with the feed, I would kind of say don't trust that, because if you really wanted to go to a marketer that you felt was worthy of their services, you would go to them. Like, that kind of sounds like spam, so I don't know exactly in what context, but if somebody comes to you and say, I want to help you market, and they come to you and say that, and they're like, oh, well, we genuinely believe in what you have, I mean, I do get people, as a marketer, of course, we want to make our money and things like that. But if I'm coming to somebody and I say, hey, I want to help you with your marketing, I wouldn't come to somebody and just solicit a service, Like, I would come to somebody if I genuinely believed in what you had. Like, I wouldn't just solicit a service off rip like that. Especially knowing that, like, y'all are like, still growing as an artist and certain things. So I would say if someone was to do it in a way where they're soliciting, like if they offer something for free, then come back and charge, or say, hey, this is my price for this. Okay, that makes sense. But somebody come to you and say, I want to help you grow. If they want to help you grow and they're coming to you, they would help you grow. So.
Oh yeah, and then for you to been doing it since like 2014, right? How do you stay like motivated? And then have you ever thought about quitting?
Okay, how do I stay motivated? Sometimes. Okay, how do I stay motivated? always looking for new things, always looking for new people, because in all these industries, new trends and new things change all the time, and a lot of times certain things get redundant, or like, because when you're so comfortable with something, like it's like things can always change. So I embrace like adapting or embracing new things, or even like taking a break sometimes, because this can get overwhelming, like let's be honest, you know what I'm saying? And then what was the other question?
Have you ever thought about quitting?
Have you ever thought about quitting? Absolutely. Like a lot of times, because you know, especially as a woman, I feel like we sacrifice so many things for music, like music or entertainment. I'm pretty sure Diana knows as well. It just takes up so much of your time, and it's like, okay, what if you want to have a husband, have children, or like even just so many people having access to you, that can be a lot. But my motivation for real is, again, seeing people have real results, or seeing people just really like their lives being changed, or they're getting new opportunities. So, any more questions? I know some good.
All right, so
question?
So, do you feel like the position that you put yourself in, and all the exposure that you have had up to this point, what is more impactful? A skill set, like talent / skill set, or being marketed?
Ooh. So I'm gonna say, in the business of music, people care about marketable. Like people care about what's selling. To be honest, talent, they say in the music business, talent is about 20 to 30%, but then being marketable, that is a major part. I know that's so unfortunate, because you gotta think now, there's a lot of people that's being, like now you don't have to be, oh, I was a childhood star since I was 8 years old and I've always done music. Like you don't have to be that. Now people are just starting music in 3 to 6 months because of TikTok. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, reaching people, marketing means bringing awareness and reaching people. So you have to reach the people, or else talent is just gonna go to waste.
anything else? No? All right, so where can we follow you at? How can we support you? What you got going on?
Okay, so you can follow me on Instagram at TEAACP_, and my platform is in my bio, Spill the Tea TV. So that's Spill the Tea TV with 2 A's, and I'm on TikTok as well. My platform is growing on TikTok. And then I have a YouTube, Spill the Tea TV, so I do interviews for artists. I do like metaverse, animated Web3 content. I drop a lot of gems too. I don't know, are you all familiar with like Brandman Network? Any artists in here? Yeah. So I feature on his channel a lot, giving like marketing and branding tips and things like that. So yes.
What's the TikTok name?
Spill the Tea TV. So it's Spill the Tea with 2 A's and then TV. And then I can talk to like y'all individually and stuff, like one-on-one. So I love that.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you. Thank you guys for staying this long. First of it down, so many more to go. Thank you. All right, until next time, guys. Make sure to follow and subscribe to her channel, and also Shaking the Culture. So next time, bye.
My life is that hard.